On the back today, we'll start by stopping. Allow yourself to pause here, just feeling gravity sinking into this moment. Notice any thoughts or feelings that might be present. And acknowledge them. And then begin to deepen your breath. And bringing your awareness to your breath. Making a subtle contraction in the throat. Creating that ocean ujjayi sound. And stretch your arms up over the head, getting long. Flare your rib cage. Interlace your hands underneath the head and neck like a basket. And bend your knees so your knees are pointing up. And then inch your heels outward a little bit so that your knees fall in towards each other. Feel your whole body from the crown of your head to the bottoms of your feet. Start to invite your breath to reach every cell energetically. Maybe your breath reaches into the space around your body, into your aura. And let's begin to offer gratitude for this year of 2023. Notice any highlights that come to mind. And release the hands, reaching your arms up to the sky. Lift your feet up to the sky, flexing them. Let your breath deepen a tiny bit more. Just honoring the highlights of this year. Hug your knees into your chest, exhaling all the way out. Any stale air releases. Inhale as you open your arms into a T, reach your feet up to the sky, and then lower your legs just a few inches so your belly engages. Good. Exhale as you hug your knees in. You're coming into the shape of a seed. Inhale as you open the arms, reach the feet away from you. Keep it going. Moving between the seed and the full blossom. One more. Really drawing energy into your center. And let's reach the feet up to the sky again. Reach the fingertips up to the sky, flexing your feet. Press your back a little bit down into the earth. Inhale as you reach your arms overhead and lower your left leg all the way down. Exhale, coming back to center, fingertips reaching up. Good. Inhale, your hands over your head, your right leg comes down. Exhale, back to center. One more on each side. Hug your knees into your chest. Let your knees open wide. Rocking side to side. Stay here with wide knees or come into full happy baby, holding the outside edges of each foot. One more extra deep breath wherever you are. And slowly lower back into Shavasana, pausing again. Notice any physical sensations in the body. Deep inhale, reach your arms over your head, point and spread through your toes, flare your rib cage. And release the arms, take a hold of your strap, and let's open up with the strap today. Place your right foot into the center of the strap. Your left leg can either be bent. If your back is sore, this makes it a little bit easier. Or let your left leg release all the way down to the ground. Begin to circle your right leg. And just coordinate your breath with the circling. And circle your right leg the other way. And bring your leg to center. Hold your straps with your right hand. Reach your left arm out to the left. And now let your right leg open out to the right. Dig your elbow down into the ground if it gets that far. Breathe into this right leg. See if you can send your breath to the place where it's opening. And you can look away from your right foot. So look to the left. On this inhale, pass through center. Hold your straps with the left hand, twisting, reach your right arm away, look to the right. Notice where you'd like to send your breath. And now let's go side to side without stopping. Inhaling as you open to the right, exhaling as you twist. You can almost imagine yourself unwinding, unraveling any tension in the whole body, because this accesses everything. Can unwind and release. And we'll pause in each position one more time, breathing. So just pick if you want to be in the twist or you want to be open first. See if you can soften and let go a little bit more. And switch into the other position. Reach your right leg straight up towards the sky. Opening the back of the thigh, the hamstrings. If you want to, you can even tuck the chin, walk your hands up the strap, bowing your head towards your leg. Roll your spine and your head back down. Take your strap off of your foot, and with your leg free, lengthen your leg as you lower it all the way down. See if you can make it even longer than your left leg. Notice your whole right side. Now you may have traveled down on your mat a little bit, so you can always press into your feet, inch back up. And then we'll take the left foot into the strap. When you're ready, circle your left leg. Now remember, you're gaining upper body strength in this. So let your shoulders gently glide down the back a little bit. You're using the strength of your arms, core. Circle the other way. Keep your breath. Bring your leg to center. Hold the straps with your left arm. Reach your right arm away. And open your leg out to the left. Let your head fall to the right, looking to the right. Imagine your right hip relaxing downward into the mat a little bit more. Send your breath into this left leg. On an inhale, pass through center, hold the straps with your right hand. Left arm reaches away, look to the left. Notice where your breath would like to go. When you're ready, start to go side to side smoothly without stopping. I like to inhale as I open, exhale as I twist, but you can coordinate your breath however feels right today. Imagine your body unraveling, releasing any knots. One more time, pausing in each position, taking about 3 breaths on each side. See if you can let go a little bit more. Switch when you're ready. Bring your left leg straight up to the sky. Inviting the hamstrings to open. If it feels like a good idea, walk your hands up the strap towards your foot, tuck your chin, bowing towards the leg. Roll your spine and head back down. Take your strap off of the foot. Lengthen through this left leg. With the left leg free, lower it all the way down. Try to make it even longer than your right leg. Relax exactly as you end up, and just feel your whole left side. One more time, stretch tall, reaching the arms up over the head, point and spread through your toes, flare your rib cage. And hug your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. If you travel down on your mat, you can always press your feet into the ground, inch back up, and then hug those knees back in. Let's come into one more happy baby. See if it feels any different. Hopefully it feels a little bit looser, a little bit more open, free. With your knees wide, draw the soles of your feet together. You can interlace your fingers over the toes. And then lift your head, looking at your toes. You can kind of tuck your elbows in towards your thighs. You can stay here, breathing. Maybe take your hands underneath your heels, wrap them around the backs, the outer edges of your feet, and start to let your knees open. Start to let your feet start to come towards your forehead. Your forehead is bowing towards your feet. Slowly lower your spine and your head down. Keep the soles of your feet together. Let them come all the way down to the earth. Let your hands rest on your belly. Knees are open in butterfly. Slow the breath down. Roll onto your left side. Pressing up. Coming into tabletop on the hands and knees. Bring your hands a couple inches in front of your shoulders and trace a big circle with your hips. Now allow your own expression to come into this. You can feel free to let your whole spine, shoulders, and head move around a little bit as well. If you feel you'd like to pause in certain areas, that's fine too. Reverse the direction. Eventually, pause in the forward position where your heart is over your hands. And then let your pelvis drop down. Glide your shoulders down the back. Lift your chest. Look up a little bit. And wiggle a little bit side to side. You can even move your chin a tiny bit side to side. Bring your chin to center, lift your chin and stick your tongue out. Opening through the face and neck. And release the face, lean back through your sitting bones, sinking into child's pose. Third eye center comes down to the earth. Inhale to look up. Exhale, coming into tabletop. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Close your eyelids, gazing at the center of your forehead. Imagine the light of a star at the forehead. Pausing in cow pose. Spread through your fingers. Tuck your toes. Shoulders are gliding down the back. Lean back into your toes, prepping for downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale as you press into your feet. Lift your knees, lift your hips. Tuck your chin, gazing back towards your legs. Press into your wide fingers, lengthening your spine. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Let your heels get heavy. Taking a couple slow, conscious breaths here. Imagine your inner thighs rotating a little bit towards the wall behind you. And begin to look forward in between your hands. Bring your heart a little bit forward. Lower your knees. Relax your feet. Walk your hands a few inches forward. Leaning forward, let your pelvis dip down. Lift your heart. Lift your head. Maybe open the face, stick out the tongue one more time, bringing elasticity to the cheeks. And sink back in child's pose. This time, bring your palms together for Guru Pranam. One vertebrae at a time, roll it up. We'll do one seated pose and then we'll come into restorative. So take your bolster or folded blankets and just bring them in front of you. Let your right leg open out to the right side, and your left heel comes in towards your groin. Now take your bolster and place it on your right thigh. So it's kind of snug up against your right hip. Okay, and then you're gonna lean on it. So you're leaning onto your blanket, bolster, cushion, and your right hand is resting on your extended right leg. Good. Now you're going to take your left arm, reach it up to the sky, and open your heart a little bit. Reach the back of your hand towards the back wall. Good. Now let your chin drop, let your head drop. And reach this hand that's in the sky over your head towards your right foot. Breathe into this left side, maybe breathing into your right leg. You can always move your head around a little bit. One more breath. See if you can stretch a tiny bit more. And reach it up and over. That left side hopefully feels a little more open. Now let's switch legs. Bring your right foot into the groin, left leg opens out to the side. Your left side is relaxing over the bolster. Left arm rests on your left leg. Reach your right arm up to the sky. And then try to open your heart. Draw the back of your hand towards the back wall. It might feel a little awkward, that's okay. Now let your head fall to the left, let it relax, let your chin drop down. And then reach your hand that's in the sky over your head towards your left foot. Breathe into your right side that's opening. Good, last breath. See if you can stretch a tiny bit farther. Release, coming up. Release your bolster, have it nearby. Release your legs out long. Actually, bring your soles of your feet to the ground. We're gonna come into restorative bridge. So lay down on your back. If you prefer to have a block for this pose, that's fine too. And then gently lift your hips towards the sky for bridge. You can even tuck your shoulders in towards your spine, press into your feet. Try to send your breath into the front of your pelvis and belly. And now tuck your prop, whether it's cushions, bolster, block. Tuck it underneath your sacrum. Make sure that you're comfortable as you let your sacrum rest on the prop. You can let your knees stay bent, or you can release your legs out long, whichever feels best to you today. We're going to rest here for a few minutes, so the point is to be as comfortable as possible. You can always have one leg out long at a time. Let your eyelids close. Smile for a moment. And then surrender. Even your breath lets go.
בעולם. כל שופר נמשך בעומקי המדרגות, מסובב הגלגל סביב. כל גלגל המתגלגל ממטה למעלה, מרכבות סתומות הולכות ומתגלגלות. כל נעימה עוד עולה ויורד, הולך ומשתת בעולם. כל שופר נמשך בעומקי המדרגות, מסובב הגלגל סביב. למטה למעלה, מרכבות סתומות הולכות ומתגלגלות. כל נעימה עוד עולה ויורד, הולך ומשתת בעולם. כל שופר נמשך בעומקי המדרגות, מסובב הגלגל סביב.
Gently deepen your breath. If your legs are out long, bring the soles of the feet to the ground and gently lift the hips up off the prop. Take the prop off to the side and just let your back rest on the ground for a moment. Feel free to let your knees rock a little bit side to side if they're asking for that. And we'll make our way to seated. Take your time. And we'll come into one more restorative posture. So my favorite restorative posture is Supta Baddha Konasana. And it looks like this. Have your blankets the long way away from you so your spine can lay down on it, or your bolster. And bring the soles of the feet together. And if you need, sometimes it's nice to place cushions or blocks underneath each thigh or knee, just so that you can stay here for a few minutes comfortably. If you like to have your head elevated, just place a blanket where your head will end up. You want to make sure that your bolster is snug up against your sacrum. And then go ahead and lay down. And just adjust to make sure that you're fully comfortable. You can either let your arms release out to the sides, palms facing up, or you can let your hands rest on your belly. And once again, let everything go, resting. You can also open to receiving. Let the energy of the universe come in and fill you naturally.
And deepening your breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose, filling up to the tippy top of your breath. And exhale out through the mouth. And gently roll to one side, coming out of the pose. And we'll release in Shavasana for these last few minutes. Laying flat on the back, feel free to cover the body with a blanket. And we'll rest here in silence. Bring your awareness back to this moment. Wiggling fingers and toes. Roll onto one side. And make your way to seated. Your palms together at the heart, and then keep your pinkies and thumbs together, but open the rest of your fingers into Lotus Mudra. Once again, noticing anything that you're grateful for, anything in this past year that maybe you've learned or that made you smile. Maybe just the feeling of being here now. And imagine a light, like a good luck charm, coming down into this Lotus Mudra, bringing light, luck, love into our new year ahead, into our holidays. Imagine that light spreading. Let all of your fingers touch, lifting your heart and bowing your head. Namaste.